Hello, my friends. We're going to continue our talk on A Course in Miracles. And we're not working our way through. We're not starting at the beginning, going to the end. We're doing it in a very intuitive, sorry, I'm leaning over to say hi to my cat. We're doing it in a very intuitive fashion. What calls, what calls to me each day as I go through specifically the textbook. I spent the year 2008 to 2009, going through the workbook. And I read the text from beginning to end, and it was a task. It was a chore. Difficult reading, harder than reading Moby Dick. And I love Moby Dick. In theory, reading it is a monumental undertaking, but more so is A Course in Miracles. Um, Now, we're talking close to 20 years later, that um, I find myself diving back into the text and only dipping into, even though I'm doing it in order, doing it very lightly with the workbook. Um, but it's the opposite with the text. The text is calling to me, and I love diving in wherever my fingers stop me, and that's the spot. And I read from there. Yesterday and today, I've read from The Forgiven World, chapter 17. And I talked about that a bit yesterday. I'm going to talk about it a bit today too, because the forgiven world truly, even just a little bit, even when you just begin seriously practicing, which doesn't mean you're good at it, which doesn't mean you do it all the time, but it means that the intent is there, that I'm going to practice, I'm going to forgive. And what we're forgiving is our perception of the world. That's a key phrase, perception, because how we see the world, how we live the world, how we navigate through the world is all based upon how we perceive it. When we forgive, when we go deep and we forgive the projections, when we forgive the fear that all of that is based on, the fear in all of its many, many guises. The guise might be resentment, it might be judgment, it might be grievances, but it's all based upon fear. And when we forgive them, which is really just fear, again, different guises, but still fear. When we work with that, when we forgive it, when we make these errors of perception based upon our projection, the world begins to change. So everything that we perceive, every slight, every harm, every error, every strike against us is all a perception, and we can change it. And it's also all the perfect opportunity to practice. I'm amazed at how they still come up for me after a long time practicing. Lapsed for some years, but still a theme, in my life. Of Course in Miracles has been a theme in my life since the early 90s. However, now it seems much, much bigger than a theme. Now it seems a living thing. The text, above all else in the Course, calls to me to just dive in. So that is what a forgiven world looks like. We change our perception, or the perception itself changes as we forgive the projection. We forgive that which is putting forth those perceptions. And we start seeing a really beautiful world. It literally shines and shimmies. And shimmies, not a word that I use. It's not a word that I use lightly, guys. And a lot of people think, man, you're hyping it up. It can't be that true. I don't mean to say that my life is perfect. I don't mean to say that I don't have a ton of issues. I do. But everything looks different to me now. Everything. Maybe not instantly, but I see it all as an opportunity. How could I have done that better? Sometimes, on those lucky, lucky occasions, I catch it. Just like that. Just as it comes in, I say, forgive. Forgive and forgive. I can choose peace instead of this. That simple. That simple. And the energy that it frees up, I'm more inspired. I'm emotionally freer. I'm just not caught up into stuff. And again, it's not hype because it's yours as well. Probably better. I think you guys will catch on to this quicker than me. You would have to. You would have to. So if I can do it, the road is wide open for all of you guys. Come see the beauty. Come see the creativity and the inspiration and energy that you receive simply by practicing. Such a key word, practicing forgiveness. You don't have to be good at it. You just need to be sincere. With that, guys, take care.